Sorry about that, chat. But hello and welcome, my fellow warriors, friends. I, your favorite little halfling dragons, friends of some of my fellow Avengers, and protective of all. You guys get to meet these amazing people that are my good friends, of course. Let me do this real quick, and we'll switch over to this. All right, guys. Welcome to the first ever Quest to the Light talk. Oh, I forgot to mute myself. Wow, fail. Anyways, like I was trying to say was, welcome to the Quest to the Light show. This is my very first time, and you can tell in my voice I'm a little kind of nervous. And hello, Ansel. But yes, would you guys like to briefly introduce yourself? Jake, would you like to go first?
Sure. I'm JakeLight, gaming lawyer service, real life lawyer as well. But that's about it.
What about you, Graham?
Wagawa Grimpora desu. My name is Grimpora. I am a kaiju villain, and I like to annoy heroes because it's fun.
And sometimes a sweet
and
bean.
Also, destroy buildings and kill millions of people, but we don't talk about that part.
And what about you, Doran?
Hello, everybody. I am Doran Mystique. I am a comic writer, VTuber, aka hero VTuber. Sorry, Grim. I'm currently doing. I'm doing a birthday celebration. So.
Oh, yeah. Nice and happy birthday! I was about to say happy early birthday.
I mean, technically it is early. I am streaming a day early. 24 hours.
Oh, I hope it goes well. And of course, as some of my fellow warriors and adventurer knows me, I'm Chai Halfling Dragon. I am half human, half dragon. Soon it's going to be a year when I started streaming February the 11th of 2023. What's with the look, Grim?
What?
You were giving that side-eyed look.
I was changing my mic sensitivity.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right, Jake, we're going to ask you, what inspired you to pursue your VTubing professionals or all that? What inspired you to be a streamer?
I guess to make a long story short, two reasons. One is to meet more people, make friends, just improve my social skills. I really have bad social skills. And the other reason would be, I'm a lawyer, but most of the people that I help are people that already have the financial capabilities to help themselves. So I thought, why not just be a bit more public in the sense that streaming and all that, I get to talk to a lot of people, so many people can ask about legal stuff, so I can teach them so that they can help themselves. So yeah.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool and interesting as well. Okay, Graham, same question for you.
Fuck, I already forgot the question.
All right, what inspired you to pursue your career in streaming?
Yes. So, the fuck off my hand, stupid pillow. Pardon my French.
It's fine.
What inspired me was, I have a philosophy I like to follow. And that is, if I can make at least one person a day laugh or smile, then I've done my job. And I know that's not a very villain thing. Don't worry, I'll slaughter your families later. The thing is, if I can do that on a broader spectrum and just turn on, be a dumbass, make some people smile, laugh, maybe do that little hard breathe, exhale harshly kind of thing, even just once, then yeah, then I'm doing something, and I feel like that's worth it.
That's good. That is a good point, and from your perspective. All right, Dorian. What inspired you to pursue your career for streaming?
Oh, I actually have to say it's my friends who actually talked me into V2. Mainly my best friend of 6 years. She's like, Dor, you can freaking do this, because at the time I had a MacBook when I first started. I didn't even have a proper gaming PC.
I know that
So I
feeling.
literally had to go into the software itself in the terminal, which was a pain in the butt, but it was worth it for a starting point. And I'm just so glad my friend convinced me to do V2, because I would not have met the amazing people I've met now.
That is true, because sometimes it depends on the person. When you meet them, sometimes they will show themselves or their model, depending if they're comfortable with it, you know? All right. Okay, what is the most exciting project you're currently working on when you're streaming? Jake?
Oh, that's a hard question. I have multiple projects going on. Most exciting, I guess I just did like a PNG Tuber Plus for myself.
Oh, and I saw what it looked like, and it looked amazing. And hi, Dirt.
It looks totally different from what you would imagine, just like listening to my voice, right?
Well, still, it
But,
looks amazing.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm working on mostly right now. It's art projects, with either stream assets or stream overlays or alerts. Hopefully, one day improve on my main Vroid model. I normally use a 3D model for my streams and stuff, but it could be anything right now. I could be making. I'm also like considering making different costumes for my PNG Tuber Plus.
I would love to see
So
that.
I think more or less the reason is to like add another skill to my long list of mediocre skills I have, so that if people ask me, oh, I want a PNG Tuber Plus or something as well, I can make them. It's pretty simple compared to live 2D stuff. So yeah.
All right. And Graham? What's your most exciting project?
Ooh.
Who are you?
So currently, I'm trying to narrow down a scope for a YouTube series I want to do. I'm gonna probably be cutting down on streaming a little bit, maybe to 2 to 3 days a week at most. And instead of streaming a whole bunch, I'm gonna start putting content out on YouTube. Series is gonna be called. Right now, the working name for it is Kaiju Commentary, and I don't quite have the scope narrowed down yet. But as soon as I do, I'm gonna start working on videos for it, and those should hopefully be coming by like June at the latest. I know it's a long way away, but I have ADHD, so forgive me.
It's okay. It's okay. I have that as well, because I'm like, I got so much to do, other stuff, and it's just ugh. You know how that is.
Yeah.
All right.
It can be difficult, especially when you gotta plan and script stuff and.
Right. Yeah. Especially my lore is going to be coming up soon, February the 11th.
Oh, I need to redo my lore video. I got a bunch of assets done for a lore video, but that was before I made the switch from like big serious, I am the end of the world kind of villain.
Right.
I'll see you next week.
And Narosa, my name is Chaya, but my friends call me Chai for short. I am a half dragon, half human, for I come from a place called Ishgard in Final Fantasy XIV. As myself, I'm an archer by day, but gamer by night. All right.
Who are you?
Really, Narosa? My chats could just.
You didn't get your job done yet?
I do.
You're not a bard?
I am a bard, but I still am an archer. I'm a level 90 in 14. All right, Dor. What's your most exciting project you're currently working on?
Well, I'm currently trying to work on like my voice acting stuff right now, which is really, really exciting and also nerve-wracking at the same time.
I would love.
Now I have to actually get.
I would love to
I
hear
have to
some
get
examples.
one of those giant water cups.
If you-
Oh, I mean, I could do a quick like voice. I could do a voice. I could do real fast if you wish.
Go right ahead. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna be cringe. Well. What do we have here?
Nice.
Thank you.
That's good.
You're very welcome. All right.
I'm more cringe though. But, yeah, you know, the VTubers are cringe, right?
Yes.
All right, Jake.
We're already half rope.
What advantage would you give to someone if they plan on becoming a VTuber or a PNG, whichever they prefer, when they stream?
Sorry, advantage?
Basically, advice. Sorry. I wonder where advantage came from.
Advice.
Yeah, advice.
Advice for starting out as a VTuber?
Or a PNG or whatever they prefer. Because some
I would
streamers.
say if you have not,
Sorry.
depends on what you have to start out. If you have absolutely nothing, you have nothing in particular like art skills to create your own stuff. I would say a PNG tuber, PNG, any PNG is fine. You just have to start. I think that's my advice. It's like it doesn't matter if you have a 3D model, 2D model, or anything like that. If you have absolutely no experience as a streamer or as a content creator, just start out. You know, start streaming. Just do whatever you can do at that moment, and gain experience from there. And you know, from then on, if you have the skills, you have the financial, you have money and all that, you know, only then consider like expanding or improving your streams. Because the most important thing in streaming or making content is your creativity and how much you can bring it out in terms of uniqueness and personality and all that. You know, I say that because when I was starting out, I am pretty much a blank of sorts. I don't really know how I want to present myself. So just experimented quite a bit until I figured out like, okay, I want to do games like it. I want to present myself like this. I want to talk like this and all that. So yeah, the art stuff, the live 2D stuff, it can come later. But that's like if you absolutely have no experience at all, like how to start as a YouTuber and such.
Yeah. I actually started out as a blank V-Rud with a white hoodie and a black hair, and eventually upgraded to a red hoodie, then red hair, then someone paid some of the stuff for me as soon as I decided I wanted to be a kaiju. You really don't need to have everything sorted out for you start right away, because honestly, those live 2D premieres and all that, the people that come out the gate fresh with all the stuff they need, those don't always succeed. They bank on putting thousands of dollars into their debut, thinking they're going to blow up with 100,000 views on their first debut, but they don't. And then they graduate a month later when they're not getting the numbers they want.
Yeah, it's very crazy to me that people can spend $1,000s just to debut. I would think, you're spending
Mhm.
thousands of dollars only after you had some success and some form of like growth in your community and such. Then only like yeah, you do that. That would
right?
definitely help
Yeah.
with like growth afterwards. Not when you start. When you have no one, you don't know anyone, when you have no connection, when with just by yourself, you're gonna debut only for yourself. But yeah,
Mhm.
And for me, I
Gotta
started
put in the time before you put in the money. Oh,
right. It's
sorry.
okay. It's fine. But for myself, of course, well, you've seen how it was in the
Who are you?
I don't know who really. Anyways, uh, I started becoming just a picture and all. I just placed on there that I found, did a little bit of editing, and I show people like, hey, I did a little bit of this editing and stuff. But you know how some people would be doing that AI stuff or stealing pictures saying they did this, all that kind of stuff? No, not me. I find the picture, I edit it, show to the people that this is what I combined together for a little bit of editing to make it look like my character from the game so they know that I wasn't trying to steal it. And I still tell them it's from this person who made the original art. I just combined them together because I didn't know what to do and stuff. And soon my friend told me about Vroid, and I'm like, okay, I'll give this a try. So I gave it a try, did a little bit of editing with it, and I'm like, this is okay and everything, but something is missing. So I did more
Mhm.
research and found the stuff I wanted. I'm thinking, okay, this will work. The horns that I have on her when I use my Vroid model, it's not the same from the game and all that. So I keep telling people it's the one where it looks like from the game with the horns, but everything else is different. The scales, the tail, and
Yeah.
everything's good. But I had trouble trying to add it.
Who are you?
Okay, I'm gonna add bits to that, Nerosa. She, my mod is still playing. Who are you? Over and over again.
what's what's that redeem supposed to do?
Basically, I tell people who I am. You know, when they
Okay.
don't know who I am. But
I
but
see.
yeah, if you go to my channel,
Maybe like a cooldown or something. So that
I wish, but
nothing
it's
stands.
just it's with the bits. It's with the bits. I have 0 bits on them.
I see. I see. Understand.
Yeah, but I let my chat bully
I
me.
have a who are you, but I put a user limit on stuff like that. Like if you come in, you can only redeem who are you once.
I need to work on that, but I
Oh,
let chat do it to me.
I
And
have
hi,
a
Pats.
commercial instead. I have a commercial redeem where people like want to know who I am. I'm like, yeah, I can click redeem that, and it'll be like an actual 1 minute commercial style in a very cheesy American way. Like I found inspiration from Saul Goodman. I don't know if you know that show. It's like
Sounds
I,
familiar.
a very cheesy commercial talking about who I am in a very I don't know,
Right.
cringy way.
and if you ever find yourself in a heap of mess, you better shake Jake.
Yeah, something like that actually.
All right. Dorian,
For reals.
um, what
Yes.
advice would you give to someone if they start streaming or plan to stream?
I gave this advice to so many of my friends. Some listened, some didn't. Well, it's something you should 100% listen to. Hide the viewer count. Please, for the love of God, just freaking hide it. It'll help you mentally and be your best self. Because I don't know how many times my friends didn't follow this advice, and they're just like, and they get so demotivated. I'm like, this is why I told you to hide it, you freaking dummy.
Yeah.
Like, I want to smack him in the back of the head for that.
During the stream.
My friend Ness actually got me to do that, and it helps so fucking much. It really does.
Yeah, I think everyone has the same experience or like same feeling when they see their views or don't see their views. It's like there's such a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like when those view counts are not in your mind, you can just focus on doing whatever you're doing on stream.
Right?
Exactly.
Yay.
If the view count was on stream, be like nobody's there or something, and then you won't be like putting your all into in whatever you're doing, playing games or something. You might talk less. You might just be less exciting or something.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes the streamers are focused on that one game and they're trying to beat that one level or trying to figure out a puzzle and other things. Who knows?
And it's very
Right.
demotivating.
And so on that, it's fine to focus on stuff, but also try and externalize your thought process.
That is
Because
true.
if you're sitting there just staring at the screen, the viewers aren't going to know that you're focusing unless you, like, say, I'm focusing right now every, 10 or so seconds.
Right.
But if you externalize your thought process as you're going through the puzzle or, the extremely intense moment, stuff like that, then they know, oh, okay, they're hyper-focusing on what they're doing right now.
Right. And some people may have
And
two
that
monitors.
play-by-play,
Some people may have 2 monitors, 3 monitors. Some just probably have 1 when they're streaming. And you know how a challenge it can be with just 1 monitor.
that's when you pull out chat on your phone.
Yeah, on your phone, that's what I do. And occasionally when you have chat on your phone, you get the occasional, crap, I dropped my chat!
Or another
Take your
piece
chat
of
with you.
advice, there is this plugin I found, not a plugin, but a program I found called Ghost Chat. You can type in the name of any Twitch chat into it, and if you have a game that's in windowed mode, you can put Ghost Chat anywhere on the screen, and it'll stay as the top layer, and then you click up in the options and hit Vanish. The background goes completely transparent, and your chat just pops up on screen for you.
My chat says, not the 1 monitor curse. Well, if you kind of think about it,
Oh,
people...
yeah, no. If you have just one monitor, get, a TV or something to put on.
Right.
Don't just stick with one monitor if you can afford it.
I had to, when I was back at home, I was stuck with 1 monitor, and that was just my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a challenge, trust me. All right, Jake, can you share your memorable experience or stories related to your streaming when you started streaming?
That's a difficult question.
Well, basically what I'm meaning is when you're streaming, what's the memorable experience and stories? Like funny clips or...
Clips, yes, there are some clips, but most memorable, I would say, are the times when I am able to have very deep conversations with chat, able to express myself quite seriously in a sense. Those are the times I find I'm very fond of because it's not often that you are able to talk from deep within and sharing your emotions and thoughts and stuff. But also other kinds of memorable stuff, I guess, would be people just being kind to you.
And sometimes you get those bots too, which are annoying.
Oh, those are memorable as well for different reasons.
Right.
There are very few things as panic-inducing as all of a sudden getting 80 follows in the span of an instant.
Yeah, when starting out, that's definitely the common thing.
Jake, do you know a person named Froggy_new?
Yeah, why?
They just
Did he
appeared
follow
and
you?
they say, "Am here, Jake."
I see. I think I
Oh.
just shared your link in my server.
Okay.
Over here.
Ghetto.
Froggy is very cute and
Aw, I
nice, yeah,
bet.
but
All right, Graham. Can you share your
What's up?
memorable experience or stories related to your streaming?
Memorable experience. I do remember one event that will always stick with me is when I was with my friend Roxy. We did a Doomathon in which we both sat down at about 11 in the morning on a Saturday
Mm-hmm.
and we made an agreement. First one to the end of Doom Eternal wins. We had to sit down and play the entirety of Doom Eternal all in one sitting, speed running to the end, and whoever won was the pro gamer or whatever. I can't remember the exact wager. I think it was just mostly a haha beat you kind of thing. But we played for I
We're
want to
good,
say
Froggy.
18 hours.
Dang, that's wow.
Great. And she got stuck on the con maker, and I blitzed right past her and obliterated the icon of sin. And yeah, no, it was fun. She still wants to do a rematch one of these days, Roxy. One of these days.
damn.
Although I think overall the most memorable bits for me really rely around my best friend Ness.
Aw.
Like how we met was I pretty much just popped in her DMs. You know, kind of like that image of Big Bird just kicking down the door. I said, "Hello, yes, you are my friend now." Because she was also a Kaiju VTuber at the time, and I wanted
nice.
Kaiju VTuber friends. So I met her, and then, oh my god, my friend Sanis, the absolute sweetheart. They came into my DMs and with big fingy touch energy and was like,
Aw.
"Hello, yes, I was wondering if you knew any Kaiju VTubers or like any." Like, they asked me if I knew some things, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you should go say hi to my friend Ness. She's a real sweetheart. Oh, by the way, you're my friend now."
Aw. That is very sweet.
Yeah, it's... I have this weird habit of like, yes, person interacts with me. You are my friend now. You have no choice in this.
Oh, like how you and I quickly became friends because I just scared one of our dragon friends in that one room. Out of nowhere, I appeared.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. But hey, at least it made everyone laugh.
But yeah, no.
A platypus?
Well, no, it's just...
Penny the platypus!
I have a lot of memorable moments with my friends.
Serena, really,
Like,
Narosa? If I do that growl,
There was
it
one
would
time
be...
I was playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland with my art brother Scandia, and
Aw.
I got a redeem because I used to have a Serenade redeem. In fact, I might still. But someone redeemed it. I sang to them, and I came out of the browser I was in for the karaoke thing, and Scandia's just sitting there crouched in front of me, and he goes, "You have the voice of an angel."
Aw.
It just made me cackle because he sounded like such a gremlin when he did it.
Well, we have all
I think I have a
gremlins.
clip on my channel somewhere. Yeah.
Oh. Froggy, thank you for the follow. Give me a second. Hello, I didn't see you there. Froggy _new.
I should probably
Welcome
stop
to my
hogging the
channel.
Spotlight here.
Please relax, pick up your feet, and enjoy watching a little halfling dragon here play VR chat. But we're doing a talk show. But tell me, how'd you find me?
Lots of memorable moments with some of the sweetest beans.
Mm-hmm. I still have that one clip where we were doing my birthday thing, and it was DLC that said, "I hope he kills you," because it was the Tears of Nowhere, and bam, we all died at once. And I have that as a highlight, to be honest. All right. Door, can you share a memorable experience or stories that's related to your streaming?
Well, it was actually, let's see, I would say it would actually be my last year's birthday stream, I would say. It was actually my first birthday with friends. So, so that meant a lot to me.
Aw. Well, I was glad Graham came to my birthday stream.
Yeah, I trust me, I'm a crier. I cry easily.
Oh, you should play Tears of Nowhere. It's a fun game. Oh, yes.
Not that kind of crier, an emotional crier.
Aw. Okay.
I know a lot of games that can make you cry. I did like a cryathon actually.
A cryathon?
I think for the last 2 years. I just chose
Yes.
all the saddest games I can find and just play all of them. But I only managed to get to like 2 before like going. No, I own the first game. I'm right like cry, ugly face crying already because it was random. I had to I chose randomly. The first game was very. I would say I would never recommend it to play. It's called Dragon the Cancer. That's a game.
Oh no!
That's a
Dragon
game I would
Cancer.
Oh,
I would
no.
never recommend anyone to play it. But
I watched
the
Mark play through that, and I still cried.
Aw.
The game is only like 3 hours long, but
Dang.
I tried for 3 hours.
The game was only 3 hours long, but I cried every second of it.
Well, the one game that got me the most was 14. And I think it was close to the end of ARR and then somewhere in the middle of Heavensward. I'm sorry, but those 2 parts broke me. And half of my friends told me that,
Final Fantasy 14.
yes, it's a tearjerker in some parts, but they warned me that in Endwalker, if I finished the game, I would definitely be in tears. All right, next question. What challenges have you faced in your streaming careers and how did you overcome them?
Challenges. Example. I can't think of like specifically.
That's okay. Take your time.
I guess biggest challenge would be social interactions, perhaps. Before I started streaming, most of my social groups or friends I practically have none in real life, except for like I can count on one hand only. But other than that, I've never really talked to anyone outside of those friend groups in a how do you say friendly way. Of course, as a lawyer, I've been talking to people here and there, but always on a professional capacity. So you can understand. I can see how when I speak, I don't really. There's no casual way around it. I'm like talking to clients, right? I'm like talking to customers and all that in a proper way. So things like small talks, which is very important for streaming. It's something I still struggle with. Just talking about how's your day and all that. I think that's my biggest struggle. Just trying to keep conversations going on, rather than sounding like I'm like talking to myself. Just talking to myself as well as just being cold. I sometimes I feel like I'm like, yeah, I'm just being dismissive. I think towards other people from the way how I talk. Like, yeah, well, maybe it's just me. I would say that's my biggest struggle. Other than that, I have all the necessary skills to be a VTuber. I mean, I can do videos, I can do drawing, I can do voice acting to a certain extent. I can explain things or like in a coherent way if we are talking about legal stuff and but other than that, yeah, biggest struggle is trying to connect to people, socialize with people, making friends and all that. That's after almost 3 years. That's still something I trying to figure out. Which always I'm always like amazed by people how other people can how other people can just make friends, dozens of friends, as they go along in their VTuber journey, I guess.
And from what I'm seeing,
Which I
Jake, you're
think
doing an amazing job.
thank you, but I think I still have a long way. Still have a long way.
No
Hey,
buts.
you got a
No
slow and steady progress, but yet you're pushing on
Yeah.
through with all your friends, your viewers, your lurkers, your followers. They're helping you get through that challenge.
Yeah,
Slow
they definitely
progress
do
is
help.
still progress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I can say it's like, oh, it's all thanks to other people giving me a chance to talk to me or I talk to them. So yeah.
All right, Graham. What challenges have you faced in your career and how did you overcome them?
Well, the biggest one is one that all VTubers face, and that is art. I can't draw worth a shit. But it just that's a piece of advice I can give. If you want affordable like art, and you want to have
How,
someone who
Larissa?
will
How am I going to
always
time
work on your
myself
stuff
out?
and get it to you promptly, find a small artist that you like the style of and befriend them. I cannot stress this enough. Do not let your relationships with artists just be a cash register. Get to know them, form a bond with them, become actual friends with them, and I swear you will be able to get so much shit. Like,
Well,
not free shit. You still have to pay your artists.
well, sometimes artists,
no, you.
well, sometimes the artist gives you free stuff if they want to, being respective and other things. But sometimes it just depends on who you go to. Because for me, I have this rule. If it's a streamer I follow and they have like an art mom, an art dad, or an art friend, then I'll be like, okay, I might commission them, I might follow them. But if it's people that's sliding into your DMs for Discord and you look in their server that they're in and they don't speak or show off their art and stuff, nope, that's an instant block. If they come up to you saying, hey, commission me, blah, 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 it's like, no.
This sounds like those common scams or like bots. I don't know. I also get them sometimes.
Yeah, but that's my rule. If I know someone who's a streamer and has an art parent or an art friend that drew their model or their character, then I'm like, okay, I will follow them and see if I can commission them.
Mm.
If you kind of think about it, because sometimes when I'm going through Twitter and I see artwork and stuff that the streamers, art mom or whatever, made, then I'm like, okay, they're safe on my book. But if it's somebody that they're talking about that steals artwork, saying they did it, or other stuff, nope. I'm not talking to them and other things. And if I see people that commissions me, ask me to commission them or whatever, I look through their Twitter. I see if they have Twitch. I go through all their background history kind of thing to make sure they're okay. And if I'm not 100% sure, I send them to the person I know and trust and see what they think because they're an artist themselves. And if they say they're okay in the books, they're okay. But if they're not, instant block.
Yeah, this is just being safe, I guess. It's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it's protecting yourself from
Right.
potential scams and stuff, which happens a lot. So many scammers nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the VTuber community.
Yeah.
And like half of my emotes, I share to half of my friends and stuff. I said, hey, these are from the bases I found. I did a little bit of editing on it. The coloring, the eyes, I did myself. But some of the stuff I needed help with. And I was going to make a list and stuff or whatever. But that's when, before I met some few artists who did some of the emotes for me or got them commissioned for me. And then I'm like, okay, I'll use them as my emotes. I still credit them on my Twitch and Twitter. All right, let's go to the next person. Door, what challenges have you faced in your career and how did you overcome them?
Oh boy, this is a juicy one actually. So, I had a past artist before my current artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
This artist used to be my best friend and childhood friend. So you would think they would be trustworthy, right?
Right.
What if I told you I got scammed out 800 plus USD from the ex-childhood friend?
Oof. Right now, my mouth literally just dropped to the floor.
I don't blame you. So basically, after that, I was telling this to my artist friend, E-Boy Tears, right? They're like, listen, you got done so freaking dirty, right? They started slamming their table. They're like, how about this? I'll adopt you. I'll make you my art child. And I tried to insist on paper. They're like, no. You got scammed. You need time to recover from that. So for the PNG stuff, that's all gonna be free. But once the face comes to the live 2D model, you go pay, but I'll give you a discount. I'm like, okay, bet. So that's how I'm actually currently with my current artist today. And the model so far I'm using right now, it's beautiful. Like, it's so pretty. I love it so much. I'll send it to you, Chai, actually.
All right. But of course, for this model, you can see here, and as chat can see here as well, I was talking to a friend. I said if I knew a way how to take the model I use for Vroid and bring it over to VR chat, I showed it my friend and stuff, who's an amazing creator, plays music and stuff, which is Tubby. You probably guys heard of him, like DJ, who's a red panda and stuff, a few times. If not, well, he made this model for me. And I said, dude, I'll pay you and I'll do my best to pay you and everything. He's like, no, it's fine. Other stuff. He says, it will be quick and done and easy. He got this done before my birthday. And I love it.
Wow. So me and you both got new face on our birthday.
Yeah, my birthday is January the 4th.
Wait, mine too. Wait, January the 4th. Oh my, I was about to say, mine's February the 4th.
For what, 1 month apart?
I actually just sent you the new model, by the way. I just sent you it.
All right. Just give me a second to look. Aw, that looks adorable. And you already saw mine.
Thank you. Yep, you showed me yours.
Yeah. That's the model I did myself, but I had some help adding the tail and stuff.
Honestly, that's great. I'm glad that there's people who are out there to help us when we're like we're in desperate grasp.
Right.
I am so glad.
But yeah. Oh, and of course, Narosa is right. I only recommend artists I worked with before, and she is right, because some of the artwork you guys seen on my Twitter or in my Discord server, that's Narosa's doing. She goes to the artists that she knows and trusts, gets them commissioned for her friends that she is modded for and been friends with for quite a while. Yeah, she takes all the credit, but mostly the artists do. And Narosa, I still love the artwork you gave me for Christmas/birthday. But yeah, let's see here. 7 hells. All right, Jake, how do you say motive and productive?
H- May I make a suggestion? Maybe we turn this around. Like we start with Dora.
We'll just say motive. Like, how do you say motive when you're streaming?
Uh, oh, motive. Uh,
Motivated, I think.
Motivated. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just brain's not here.
It sounds like I have like a criminal intention or something. But anyways, motive for streaming. I guess, like I said earlier, like what's my inspiration to start streaming is it's the same, I guess. It's to hopefully one day I'm able to reach a wider audience and just
Narosa, I
genuinely
am
have
still going to
people
credit you for doing this. I am.
be able to get help with
Mm-hmm.
whatever I am doing. Um, like mostly, hopefully, is like original intention of like streaming is to make some sort of do some sort of seminars, legal seminars, do legal education videos talking about employment rights, talking about human rights, talking about copyright stuff and all that. Um, but I feel like until I can get to a point that able to reach more people, and so to do that, I have to like polish on my streaming skills, I guess. But that's what motivates me. What as in that from time to time there will be people that come by and ask for help and all that, and then they do get the help, and I see some of them are like, oh, they 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 do get positive results, and that I'm happy with that. Like there, I don't say this much on streams and such, but a lot of people have came to my DMs and just to ask very private stuff, which of course, you know, as a lawyer by principle, I don't really share anything of any kind of details of what they asked. But yeah,
Which is
I'm
understandable.
glad that people are coming towards me. Yeah, understandable. Also, the right thing, the ethical thing to do, not screenshot people talking about very sensitive stuff like Twitter or what Twitter does all the time in the VTuber community, you know,
Right.
which I find very detestable, like doing call out tweets and all that, you know, screenshotting people's private conversations, which, you know, nobody gave you consent to do that. But yeah, that's what's keeping me moving forward. It's not money because there's no money involved at all. Even though I've been streaming for 2 3 years, there's a bit money, but it's not really enough to like motivate me or anything like that. What keeps me going on is really just there's people who enjoy my content. There are people who think I'm needed, so I'll do it as long as I can.
You do on your slow and steady pace, Jake. All right, Graham. How do you stay motivated and, you know, when you're streaming?
Are we talking short term or long term?
Whatever floats your boat.
Oh. Mostly what I do with streaming is whenever I'm getting ready to go live with something, I typically just throw my whole weight into it. Just whatever energy I have left for the day just goes right into it. Just throw it right at it. I try to respond whenever people chat and like just try to be as much of a goofball as I can. There are some days though where I'm a little more tired, like yesterday, which was really weird Have you ever had a moment where like something that shouldn't give you energy gave you energy? Because yesterday I drank a glass of milk and it woke me right up.
Huh. Well, usually for me,
Like
when
just a glass of milk, and it got me perked up.
well,
Taylor can testify.
but when I'm in bed, I'm like fully awake and everything. I'm like, what the hell? But when I'm up doing my thing or whatever, it's like I'm tired. It's like, what the hell, body? What the hell?
Yeah. I find that's just kind of like from a. It means you got energy pent up if you can't just lay down. Typically, like doing physical activities like jumping jacks or like push-ups or stuff like that can help get that out.
Right. Or playing a game on your phone or whatever and just looking at the screen and then bam, you're out.
Yeah. But no, honestly, I throw everything I have left for the day into it.
Fair
and
point.
Hope to God that gets me to the other side.
Like I said, fair point.
Since, I think most days most people have like day jobs or schools or college to attend during the day, so it's like that takes hours of your of your day. Now, when you're back home, you can finally relax. Now you have to decide whether you want to stream or not, which also takes a lot of energy out of you.
Or if you went to the gym, the first thing.
I work roughly 12 to 14 hours a day doing labor.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right, last question, and then we're going to take a quick break. All right, Dor.
Okay.
How do you stay motivated when you're streaming? Like, what keeps you motivated when you're streaming?
Again, I would have to say all my friends do, because they're like, because honestly, I'll be honest with myself, I'm a highly emotional person, and I'm sometimes like, I don't know if, like, you know, those days where like, should I really do it? You know what I mean?
That is true.
I have some days I have to get dragged by it and be like, come on, once you get started, you'll do fine. Come on, get out the freaking bed, you heck. And also, there's also times where they have to tell me to freaking get some rest. Grim.
Busted.
I'm not wrong. You have to tell me to get my butt to rest.
Like yesterday she was talking about how she has a bit of a headache and how she's sleeping. And I'm like, all right, ibuprofen bed, now, go.
Just like Narosa here, because she always tells me to take my meds, go to bed, and other stuff, because last night I was streaming and it says EP Halfling Dragon, MSQ and stuff. So I was tired.
I describe myself. I'm like, there are some days where I'm completely independent, like, I can do this, you know? I'm self-motivated, but there's other days where people have to freaking bonk me on the head. Like, bonk, come on.
Right?
Get sensitive to your head, woman.
I thought you were Chaya.
I'm a half dragon, okay?
What?
Half human, half dragon. But yes. Really, Graham?
I'm used to it by now.
At least you didn't get the dirty look. Like I did. You remember at the zombies? That one. Because I said something. Alright. Hold on, guys. We're going to go to intermission real quick. And I got to step outside because it's getting kind of warm in my room. Shut up, Graham. Alright. Alright, guys. We're going to go take a quick intermission break. Be right back. And we are back. All right. All right.
I'm back.
Thank you. All right, Jake. Can you share any upcoming projects or collaborations that you're thinking of doing probably in the near future?
Collaborations, that word. um, I have a lot of like collaboration ideas. It's just one problem is people to collab with. But that aside, there's like an idea. There's a podcast idea I've been thinking of doing. It's just on hold for now, where it's a generic idea. Like most podcasts is just about talk. It's focused on VTubers. Talks about topics relating to that. Where I would probably get a person as a guest, a special guest every week or month like that, to get inside and talk about the things that they are most knowledgeable in talking about. That's an idea I've had. It's the overlays, the stream overlay stuff is already done. As I said, it's like a, what do you say, backup thing, or it's like a thing that is on hold until someone is available in doing that. But other than that, collabs, nothing concrete at the moment. It's, if I have to say, it's a difficult question for me.
That's all right.
Or rather, but upcoming projects, I never really thought about it in that way. Like when I do streams, when I do content, it's mostly on a day-to-day basis or weekly basis to think like, okay, I want to work on this and I want to work on that. There's no like very concrete idea. There's no specific thing that I want to do per se, right? I like to play games with people. I like to hang out with people. I like to do certain videos and stuff for my YouTube channel. But at the moment, yeah, it's mostly just myself, and the things I can do myself, I'm pretty content with. But yeah, sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. All right, Graham.
I mean, hey, if you ever need someone to come on and talk about Godzilla for an hour.
Yeah, that's good. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, Graham is a huge Godzilla fan.
I can tell.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
A little bit, really. What?
Yes, Potato, we can talk Goji for a full 48 hours. As far as things I have coming up, like I said earlier with the Kaiju commentary, that's something that I'm trying to find the scope for, find a home with. I think I actually might start doing some sketch work on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I might recruit some friends to be some actors in some sketches here on VR Chat. One thing I'm kind of kicking around that I can't confirm would be kind of like a fandom project. So, Black Griffin released a song around the time the debut of Hazbin Hotel happened called Thank You and Good Night, and it's essentially a thank you song from the pilot cast of Hazbin Hotel. and I was thinking of getting a bunch of people together, preferably people with full body, and essentially coordinating a music video to that. Since they didn't get it animated, I was like, maybe gather some fans together and do something stupid like that, because it would be the first project of that type that I've done.
That'd be really cool to see.
It'd be pretty cool. You know, try to flex what I've learned about camera work and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, that's just about it.
All right, Dora. Can you share any upcoming projects or collaborations for when you're streaming?
Oh, I sent you something.
Oh,
It's a little tidbit of what I'm working on. I'll let you play it.
I'll have to do that after stream.
Oh, okay. Basically, my friend was like, "Hey, yo, Door, try being a villain for a day." I was like, "Are you sure I can pull off?"
I thought Grim was the villain.
Hey. Stupid hero think you can be a villain. You're soft. You're weak. Never measure up to being a true villain.
Nom. Heck you.
You push a granny over on the sidewalk and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Do you need a hip replacement?" Me, I'm like, "Hey, get fucked."
But yeah, basically I showed it to my friend and then he edited that for fun to just test his mixing out. So I was like, "Hey yo, when I get to full fame, would you like to edit the fame for me and I can pay you for it?" He's like, "Sure, why not?" So he told me I could show this, like a little surprise. So
I'll look into that, hon.
trust me, it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah. I bet, because I am still working on my lore thing since, God, the 11th is going to be coming up here shortly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about a week out right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
A week from tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. Wish me luck on it.
I do wish you luck.
Thanks, Graham. All right, Jake. How do you balance your personal life and your streaming life?
I'm actually doing this full time. I'm a VTuber full time since I started. So balance-wise, the only thing I have to balance is between my family and my streaming and all that, which is so far so good. Even though I'm doing this full time, it seems like I still don't have enough time to do both. I still have to juggle quite a bit in terms of like taking care of family as well as making content. I don't know about you all, but it's not easy trying to like give it all you got in making content, being a VTuber and doing all this stuff. So many things involved that most people don't actually see. Like, I don't have the luxury, or I don't really have the money to spend like on models and stuff. So everything I have to do it by myself. Making all the alerts, the stream assets, the video editing, the models. I have to do it, and I have to put a lot of time doing it because I'm not really that good as well. So it takes time for me to make something look all right, decent enough to show people. So I have to balance that between streaming, actually making videos as well. It's not easy, and also trying to. I'm on a time constraint as well. I'm doing this full time, but doesn't mean I can do it forever. So I have to like really take care in trying to prioritize what I need to focus on, what I need to focus on to like improve and grow. Uh, so that's pretty much my struggle in terms of like personal life and I guess VTuber life balance. Uh, but yeah, probably not most what most people would have of a problem. I guess most people would have a problem like Dream over here is like yeah, just having enough energy to stream. uh, which I don't know. Maybe I I would say my problem is not that big of a thing. I just need to uh, how do you say? I don't know. I'm good at giving advice to other people how to start streaming. I don't know how to tell them, how can you do it long term? That's something I'm still like figuring out. And I think that's relevant to the question being how to balance your personal life and your VTuber life, I guess. It's like it's easy to start VTubing, but it's not easy to do it for long. I see a lot of people struggle between that balance, and most people just can't do it for more than a year before something comes up in their personal life that they have to stop. They have to go on hiatus, long hiatus, and eventually they don't really have the motivation to continue, and they stop, which is sad, but also the most common thing that happens in the community.
Right.
But that's just life, I guess. That's just life.
Yeah, it usually depends on the hiatus, really, because sometimes people have emergency things going on or something happened in IRL that they don't want their community to know about as well. If they want to, then they tell it, but they just don't want to say it on stream because, Twitch tends to have that TOS thing.
They do. I guess you're referring to community guidelines, like can't really say certain things that are
Right.
harmful. I guess just to like put it in general. Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's also a very sensitive topic and also heavy topic that you don't want your. Usually, I guess most VTubers are. They express themselves, they present themselves in a positive manner. They don't want to show the other side of VTubing, or which is we're not just virtual avatars, we're not just anime characters, we are also human beings as well. We have like personal things we have to like struggle with and handle. Some people are comfortable with sharing that. I'm like one of the exceptions. I'm like okay with talking about anything with my personal life, but I do know the majority of people like want to keep those private for whatever reason they want to.
Mm-hmm. All right, Graham. How do you balance your personal life and streaming life?
What's a personal life?
Fair point.
I I work 12 to 14 hours a day. And then 3 days out of the week I come home right after work and either immediately hop into stream or watch a couple episodes of an anime while eating, then hop into stream. It really depends on if I get off of work at a decent time. But mostly I try to take whatever days where I don't stream, I try to just catch up on games that I need to catch up on, that I don't play on stream, or I try to just take some time, relax. I spend a lot of time here in VR chat. I have almost 1,000 hours now.
Dang.
Yeah, it's not a lot. But I like coming in here. And it really helps me kind of relax and unwind and kind of like make sure that my brain isn't doing the big sad, because if it is doing the big sad, then I can go to the spider lair and I can swing around like Spider-Man and clear my head. And it's actually really weird how much you like it can be related to Spider-Man, because, you know, movies, games, comics, he'll be like, I need to clear my head. I'm going out for a swing. And he'll just kind of like swing around aimlessly just thinking about things. And it's weird how effective that is.
I could imagine.
Like,
Who doesn't want
yeah,
to be
I'm
a
sorry.
Spider-Man?
Right? It's easier to do when you get hands. Ask this one. They were trying to do it in desktop and just...
Wait to call me out.
Pet.
Thank you.
But I try to set boundaries for myself. Basically, if this isn't doing good, I make myself take the night off. And if it's not doing good in the morning, I take a week off. My big thing is I am very communicative with my community. So, well, I say that, but then there'll be like 3 days where I don't say shit and Potato pokes me. He's like, hey, you should probably say something. But I try to be very communicative with my community. I don't necessarily divulge a whole bunch of details about my personal life, but I do communicate when things are going on. Like, hey, brain's not doing so hot. I need a couple days to myself. There's not going to be any streams this week. And everyone will be like, oh, that's fine. Yeah, no, you take care of yourself. You make sure that you recover and everything. And it's really nice. I think the biggest thing a lot of people do is they try to cultivate a fan base. And I mean, yeah, that can be good. But I think it's better to cultivate a community.
Right.
'Cause that is people that are gathered around you, instead of like people that are chasing after you or like looking up to you. It's people who were brought together by you, and you are the thing they all have in common. And it's just a much more comfortable space, and something that is much easier to adjust with and really communicate with whenever something is going wrong. Because with fans, yeah, they'll be there every time you do something, but the minute you don't do something, they'll move on to the next thing. With a community, they're there because of you. They don't focus just on the content. They're there because they enjoy you as a person. And I think that is something that not enough people really realize. And it helps with a lot of balancing, because you don't have to worry about, hey, I need to take a break from VTubing for a week. Oh, but that means my 87 viewers are going away. I'll have to start from scratch. Oh, well, I guess I can't take a mental health break. And yeah. But no, with like a community, you know, you hop in the Discord, you're like, hey, let's fuck around, let's do something, let's watch a movie, let's play a game, let's, you know, I don't know. I just feel like communities help balance that out a lot more, because they care a lot more about your well-being than the content you
Mm-hmm. And I totally agree with you on that, Grim. And same for you, Jake. 100% on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dorian.
Did I even answer the question?
You did. You did.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I went on that long tangent and I was like, did I even answer the question?
I have moments like this too. It's okay.
I have those moments too.
It's relevant.
All right, Dorian. Same question for you. How do you balance your personal life and streaming life?
Oh boy. This is a hard one because I still don't even know how to manage it. I am terrible at managing my personal life already. I guess, I'm trying to figure out the best answer here for someone who doesn't even know how to manage themselves.
It's okay to just say you don't have a balance. It's all right.
Yeah. Because listen, there we go. And it's okay if you're still trying to figure things out. I'm still trying to figure things out. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Seems like half of the people don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm one of y'all. I'm one of the half who don't even know what they're doing. I'm still the half.
Goodness.
The loudest oh boy ever heard.
Oh, just like how you did the loudest. Who the just came? That was the loudest one I ever heard.
Alright, listen.
I'm listening.
Not my fault it sounded like somebody busted a nut, okay?
You have to admit that was pretty funny.
I wonder who that was. I wonder who that was.
Don't look at me. Oh, when I dropped
Wait,
something.
who are you looking at, Graham? Who are you looking at, Grim?
Huh?
Who are you looking at?
My chat is right there.
Oh,
Do you need water, Grim? Do you need water?
I just drank water.
Grim did.
I just hydrated. Grim what do you mean Grim dead? I'm talking.
Take more water.
How fucking dare you?
Water is me.
Yeah.
All right. Jake, what is the biggest challenge you see facing when streaming in the future?
Biggest challenge? Staying positive. That might be my biggest challenge because I don't want to be a negative Nancy, I guess, or something. Passion there's a limited amount of it. I don't know. It's you know, I don't know how everyone's first time VTubing is like, but compared to now and then, it's like, oh wait, I was very different, like very excited. Oh, I get to be able to do stream and do all kinds of stuff. I'm on my third year now, so I'm like, I'm still happy to do things, but I don't know. Maybe it's because growth-wise, we're talking about growth-wise, it gets, a bit sad and all that when you don't see when you don't see the expected success or growth, and you see all other people instead like being more active, being more successful with their channel and all that. You see a lot of things just by being in the community, just by doing content. You have to be involved in it. You have to see what other people are doing so that you can adapt to whatever is going on with. So eventually, I can see the biggest struggle would be trying to maintain the momentum that I have. I still have the same momentum in terms of like being a VTuber. But sometimes, there are days that I feel like when I'm down and everything, it'll be like, if I don't do it, what's the difference between it if I'm still doing it or not doing it? So there will be days like that, and it's just, temporary. Like, when I have those thoughts, eventually I'll bounce back and be happy with what I do. But yeah, so far, so good in terms of like motivation, passion, and excitement to be a VTuber. The thing that's something I am definitely afraid of losing, because without that, there would be no reason to do this.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
All right, Graham. What is the biggest challenge you see facing with your streaming in the future?
Consistency. I'm definitely thinking consistency is not so much for the streaming side of things, but once I start the YouTube side of things, I think that's where consistency is going to be a bit of a struggle.
I can see why.
Because I never just know when I'm not gonna have time to do stuff, when I'm gonna be spending too much time on stuff or whatnot, and it's a struggle, especially with ADHD.
You're not wrong about that one. All right, Doria. What's the biggest challenge?
Yes.
What's the biggest challenge you see facing when streaming in your near future? Well, in the future.
Overcoming performance anxiety. Overcoming performance anxiety, I would have to say. Because I'm currently trying to work back up the courage to actually do karaoke streams again, kind of. Because my voice is kind of screwed up at the moment. Graham can confirm this. My voice is kind of screwed up.
I wouldn't say screwed up. You just need a little more vocal practice, because you took the wrong advice from the wrong person, and
Yeah.
now you got some vocal habits that aren't good,
Or safe.
or natural for you, which is a big thing. Big thing. But no, you're working on it.
Thank you.
Got this.
Thank you, hon.
You
Thank
got
you,
this. I have faith in you,
But,
Doria.
yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You.
All right. Let me see here. You already asked about that one. All right. Here's this one. Jake, can you share any
Okay.
role models who influence you to become a streamer?
Mm, uh, Plenty, I would say. Uh, what comes up the top of my mind would be the usual, like the YouTubers, I guess, of past. Markiplier, that's prime example. There is also Game Grumps. I don't know if anyone knows about Game Grumps. Probably.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the YouTuber side. PewDiePie, nah, not really. Or at least when I was younger, I haven't really seen much of PewDiePie stuff recently. Is he still making content? I don't know.
He posts the occasional life blog, but not much.
Yeah, probably because he has his own family now.
Mm-hmm.
That's then I have like some other maybe obscure, not really obscure. There's this channel that talks about story tropes. What's it called again?
Oh,
Let me look it up. Something.
Is it with Red and Blue?
Production? Yes. Something.
Overly Sarcastic Productions, OSP.
Yeah, that one. I like how they make their content and also how to present certain things, stories, tropes, and history stuff, and how they explain things. I really like that way of how they present information. I was like at the start, at the beginning, want to do something like that as well with my legal knowledge and legal skills and stuff, which I did. I did a series on like a couple of stuff, and that as well as voice actors, voice actresses, specifically critical role voice actors like Matthew Mercer, Laura Bailey, and all that. They are quite like my role models as well, especially Matthew Mercer. I try to be as compassionate, as understanding, and just overall be as hardworking as he is. I watched a lot of Critical Role, at least in the past. Campaign 1, Campaign 2, and some other stuff. Got a lot of inspiration as well in terms of like just being open about myself, just being kind to people and being friendly, and just don't try to hurt anyone. And also be open about personal struggles, mental health, and all that. Also, yeah, that's the personality side. Also, I have a lot of inspiration or admire his capabilities as a voice actor, which is so good. I love him in like a lot of Resident Evil stuff and other games that he voiced over. But yeah, all these people, I think that there are a few others, but it kind of motivated me in making content, doing things what I'm doing now, art-wise, voice acting-wise, making videos, making stories, all that. I'm still thinking about doing like a TRPG campaign, but that requires friends and all that, and also scheduling time that not everyone has. But yeah, that's my I guess inspiration. But eventually, after doing a lot of VTubing myself, I've came along with
Damn
came
you,
along with a few
Shaddix.
people that I also admire.
All right, Shaddix, this is for you.
Aspire to be in the VTuber community. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Huh.
Someone redeem Ara.
Yes, I had to do it while you were talking, so I muted myself.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. All right, Graham. Can you share any role models who inspired you to be a streamer? And you
Well, you're never gonna believe this,
what?
but a very big influence was Markiplier.
That's like
Markiplier. The way I treat people and my making people smile, a lot of that I get because I aspire to bring as much joy as Mark did.
Right.
And does. He still does. But Mark is definitely a big influence. I would say Kiryu Coco was a really big influence. Well, she got me into the VTuber space because of her chaotic gremlin energy, and it just kind of drew me in and introduced me to VTubing, and
Huh.
yeah, yeah, I would say those are probably the biggest influences. I do really like OSP. I also like this smaller YouTube channel called Implicitly Pretentious. He does video essays on different characters, stories, story arcs. Like he's really fun to listen to. He breaks characters down. Really likes talking about trauma.
Almost like Clue, huh?
It's a running joke on his. It's a running joke on his channel because like the baseline of a lot of characters that he talks about comes down to trauma.
You're not wrong about that one. All right, Dorian. Can you share any role models who inspired you to be a streamer? And
I actually got one before I became a streamer and another one after I became. I got two of them for y'all. Basically, the first one is a PokeTuber guy called Basil So Fresh, with a little rally as his mascot. Really chill dude. And he's like Dor. Like, he's the one who kept me in line during my early days. Because I had no idea. I was having bad tech support issues. I'm like, Basil, help. This.
that's how I am. I'm like, somebody help.
Okay. My second one. Oh boy, my chat's gonna flame me for this one. They're gonna call me a simp. My second one, after I became a streamer, have you heard of Surge VT? He's a V singer, a koi fish one to be exact.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him. And, yeah, I have, and I think I follow him.
Yeah, him and I know each other pretty well. Like, he's one of the coolest people I ever met. He always kept it real and such with me, which I always liked because, let's be honest, people who are real with you from the beginning are the people you want to keep close to you, right?
Right.
Do you guys agree with me on that?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, so now we have to have this really funny friendship, or I call him a bug eater because koi fish eat bugs.
I did not know that.
And then he's, yep. So there was even a clip. He's like, "Don't follow Dor because I bully her because she is so bullyable." I'm like, "Oh heck you!" So Basically, those two were big inspirations to me and always kept it real with me, and I
Hi,
still
Velma.
appreciate them to this day. If they're
Aw.
watching this, let's just say I don't regret everything I said. Heck, you both, but I love you.
Aw. Well, for me, when I started streaming, I got 3 people that inspired me, basically being my role models that helped me get into streaming. One is my good friend I known for a while. I think they're called Kit Chaos. Real great sweetheart, a sweet bean, but they're the one that helped me got into streaming along with the V-Roid and stuff. Like I said, a really sweet bean. And the second person was the Stars Tide. The way he's been streaming and stuff, I kept thinking, the 5 he gives off makes me want to do the stream as well. But I wasn't 100% sure or whatever. Because I was still getting to know them and everything. And then the third one who inspired me was Elia. The way he built confidence and experience and everything. I'm like, okay, that's it. With C3, I'm going to start streaming. And that's how they became my role models.
Aww,
Mm-hmm.
that's so sweet.
All right.
Talking about role models, guess eventually, I think maybe some of you already are like, I don't know, role models to some people. Maybe, perhaps. I feel like that. We look up to people. There are definitely people who looks up to us, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I don't know if there's people out there that look up to me, but if they do, could hang out.
I look up to you, Graham.
Look up to me. Look, let's hang out.
So they don't look up to you; they look down to you.
I mean, Graham, you are an amazing person. You are an amazing person, so I would see why people would look up to you. I look up to you a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. Don't you hide, Graham.
Get out of the corner, Graham. Get out. Stop hiding. Come on.
Come on, Graham.
Graham, come back.
Really, Graham? I turn into a tomato can. I can look up to everyone.
Don't look up my butthole.
Unless there's something interesting there. I doubt there is something interesting there. Unless. Well, let's not continue this conversation. Let's move on. Next question.
I have to breathe
Let's not talk
first.
about my butthole. What's going on?
I have to breathe first.
Oh, give me a second. I need to check on something.
Take your time.
No. You going to check out his butthole?
Oh no.
Well, way to start stream. Well, in the middle of a stream. Yeah, when
breathe.
I'm trying to, but when I laugh, people say I have a cappuccino machine laugh or a car won't start. Oh my god.
Can I see if he's looking up his butthole?
I don't know. Okay. As Graham or I think Jake says, next question. Okay. For your community, when you're streaming or starting to stream, what do you call your community? Like, what nickname do you give them?
That's the worst question for me because I don't have one. I seriously given it thought what I want people to call what I want to call people, what call the people in my community, but nothing sounds right. like I try to think of like maybe lighter. Then that's weird. Lighters can't be right. And then I think Lightian. That doesn't sound right as well. So
Really, Grim?
the brand
Hold on.
I can see Grim doing something.
Oh my god. Greetings, great adventurers. For my name is Chai Halfling Dragon. I come from Ishgard. It's really great to meet each and every one of you. Hope your quest has been amazing as mine. Just give me a second while I give Graham here a shout out.
I jokingly just refer to them as like not clients. I don't think that sounds great as well. Sounds weird. It's not catching it up. Not catching up. Don't think.
You should call them defendants.
It's defendants.
Or judges.
Yeah, your community is your defendants.
I agree with Graham on
That's not what defendant means. Defendant means they're getting sued.
Oh my god.
Exactly. You're their lawyer. They're your defendant. You're their lawyer.
Yeah. Me defending them, not them defending me.
That's what I'm saying. They're the defendant. You are the defense.
Yes.
Or they could be the judges.
There's only one judge in the courtroom. The accused. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Accused of what? Being a little bit. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
So what do you call your community, Graham?
Oh, mine are the lab rats.
I see.
And why are they called the lab rats? That look.
Don't worry about it. But no, they are led by the channel mascot, Pickles, who is a cross between a rat and the hellhole monster Anguirus.
I thought it was a cross between a rat and a porcupine.
I thought it was a hedgehog. I thought it was a rat between a rat and a hedgehog.
Oh god.
What about you, Doran? What do you call your community?
I'm still deciding. Well, a name that my friends like to call them are chicky backs. Like chicky bats, like chickens and bats.
So bat chicks?
You should call them citizens. So that way, randomly, if someone says, I love you, you can be like, and I love you, random citizen.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna do that. Or is it because you want to start chaos?
What? No.
Good. You always start chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos.
Chaos.
There's a chungus among us.
Why are you giving us all that look, Grim?
Well, at least Grim didn't do that sus sound or whatever it was to us.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Now that you said that.
Touche.
Told ya.
That's not the sus sound. That's bottom text.
So
different.
Still,
No,
it's still,
no,
it's
no. It does not sound that. No, it does not sound the same because the sus sound. No. The sus sound is this.
Stinky.
This is bottom text.
You're stinky.
Your mom. Anyways.
But yeah, for my community, I call them warriors and adventurers. Because here's the thing with warriors, they are the streamers, and the adventurers are the non streamers. And my chat said, bottom what?
Your chat said bottom what?
Yeah, my chat said, bottom what?
Bottom text.
It's bottom text, Felma.
No, it's no. Listen to me, child. Listen to me, okay? You know what it is?
What?
It's sus text. There you go. It's sus text.
Hey, Baron.
Can't have shit in Detroit.
Don't come back! Come back! No. Don't destroy anything. Get back here. Sit in your corner.
You'll fucking destroy a city after this.
Oh, brother.
Not if I stop you.
Good luck in your puny human legs.
You shush.
Okay.
Me.
All right, you two, behave yourselves. Hold on. All right, Jake. What is your approach to building a strong streaming relationship?
With who?
Just yourself.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
What I'm trying to say
Relationship
is
with myself.
basically what it's meaning that what is your approach to building a strong professional relationship? You know, like with your stream or your community, that kind of thing.
I still don't quite get the question.
Okay, we'll skip that
How
one.
do I
think
present
this is-
myself?
Like
As in,
stronger
how do I
bonds
present
are
myself?
both from afar with those close by, you know. With most people, you know, when that pandemic hit for 2020, like adapting guests or whatever, like your community, your chat. We'll skip that question. Let me see here. Okay, how do you handle setbacks or failures in your career of streaming?
Tweet about it. I, you know, I'm joking about it, but I think I do that.
Damn it, I just drool.
Do that very often. I mean, at the very least, failure and setbacks. How I cope with it is try to talk to someone about it. If I don't talk to anyone about it, I tweet it. Yeah, that doesn't help much, but that's the immediate response. Of course, you know, if I'm given enough time not to like just react emotionally and spontaneously, I'll try to think calmly and see what the next step I can take. Because setbacks, failures, obstacles in streaming is something that I think everyone often encounters. So some people might like be demotivated. For me, it's more like if I encounter something like that, I'll try to figure out a solution to it, although maybe not the best solution, since I don't really consult anyone per se. Yeah, when it comes to obstacles and stuff, I try to fix it myself rather than talk to someone about it. Which, if you're asking me how to, you know, go through or uh, come to a solution to a problem when streaming, best would be to talk to someone about it, especially someone that you look up to. They normally would have the answer for that, since they are more experienced, perhaps they are more expert or have knowledgeable has the information to help you with it. But yeah, my struggles most of the time is just trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm still experimenting, still trying out what's the best thing, what's
Hi,
the most
wife.
happiest when I'm making content, what's the happiest when I'm interacting with people, what kind of things I like to talk about. If something doesn't feel right, if something doesn't, I feel like it's uncomfortable, the best would be just to, stop forcing yourself in doing it. If you don't feel enjoyment, or you don't feel like you're going anywhere with what you're trying to do, maybe it's a project, maybe it's a collaboration, maybe it's a personal thing. Yeah, don't force it. Talk about it. See if there's something you can change about it, and move on, I guess. But yeah, maybe I'm talking a bit too much.
You're
That's pretty
fine.
much
You're
it.
fine, Jake. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right, Graham. How do you handle setbacks in your career or failures when you're streaming?
Whenever I encounter a setback or I realize something just isn't working, typically what I do is I take a step back, take some time off, I reevaluate the thing that wasn't working, and I will go to Ness and I will ask her, like, hey, am I being stupid about this? Or do you think I should change something here? And she'll usually be very, very straight with me.
Hmm. And of course, people would.
But
Sorry. Go ahead, Graham.
but yeah, no, I just take a step back, assess, and get an outside opinion. That is the most thorough way to deal with setbacks and issues.
But yeah, sometimes when we have a friend who is straightforward, because the old saying, honesty is the best policy.
Mm-hmm.
You getting tired, Graham?
A little bit, yeah.
All right. Last question for Dorian. How do you handle setbacks or failures in your career of streaming?
Well, I actually take time to myself to reflect. If especially if the failure is like really hitting me hard, I take a day or so to relax. I even put like maybe I do some self-care things to get my thoughts together. Like, for example, like face mask, like even a hot shower. Those often help me. If then once I'm feeling back to myself, well, I'm right back onto it. Like, I just need to recollect my thoughts.
Right. And which is understandable. People have their own way of fixing their failures and handling their setbacks when they're streaming or becoming a streamer for the very first time.
That's correct.
But yeah. Well, I think we're probably going to wrap up here because we've been streaming for 2 hours and 13 minutes. So I think that's a good thing. And of course, Graham's getting a little tired.
Oh yeah.
And it's
EP Kaiju. EP Kaiju.
oh, and before I forget, where can we find you three guys at? Like, what's your I don't know how they would say it, but where can we find you?
Twitch.tv/Grimpora.
Yep.
Jake?
Can find me almost everywhere: Twitter, Discord, YouTube, Twitch. I have a lot of social media accounts. Don't question it. But, I don't know. Should we like post on your chat or something?
It's fine, but if you want to, it's your choice.
It's all right. People want to if they have the will, they will have the way, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Dorian?
Oh, right. You can find me right now, actually, under Doran, DORAN_Mystique, MYST. Wait, I forgot how to spell my own freaking last name. Oh my gosh. There we go. I'm MYSTIQUE. Mystique. On Twitch. It's 30 more minutes until my actual birthday, so
Oh,
yeah.
happy early birthday then.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Nom.
Oi,
Yes.
Bap.
Aw.
Who's you? Hey.
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 All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and mute here and switch over.
Mm-hmm. Hi. I'm going to go ahead and head out.
Hey.
All right. Thank you guys for joining me so much. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, guys. All right, my dear friends, I will have to end this since we got a few people getting tired and, well, you know how it goes. But, my dear friends, so next time we will continue our story and may the light with you. But before I forget, if you are not subscribed to me, we're going to send them the first raid message. But if you are, we're going to go ahead and send them this message. And I have an idea on who we are going to raid since it is their birthday in 24 hours. But we're going to send them some dragon love, of course. Just give me a second and we'll go ahead and raid them. Come on. Just give me a moment. All right. Let's go ahead and end here. But like I said, my dear friends, so next time we'll continue our story and may the light be with you. Goodbye.